A fan used AI to create a fake video of AJ Lee kissing him. She asked him to delete it. He refused. And now he might have committed a federal crime. Welcome back to the T Drop for the third time, your weekly wrestling breakdown with no soft behavior and soft people. Today we're covering a disturbing story involving AJ Lee, AI abuse, legal consequences, and a fan who has now been banned from every big event convention in the Northeast. Let's start with the facts. At the big event, at the big event, EXS. I don't even know what EXS is for, but whatever. On November 15, 2025, in Brentwood, New York, YouTuber Chris Horror met AJ Lee during a fan signing. Nothing unusual, nothing problematic until he got home. Chris then posted an AI generated deepfake video, making it look like the photo that you see in his profile is him of AJ Lee kissing him at the signing. A completely fabricated moment. He is a big AJ Lee fan and a big Punk fan, but this seems weird to do as a fan. He is a content creator on YouTube. He also does Rumble on Twitch. He does a lot of things. He titled the clip AI Caitlin Chris and AJ Lee Big Event New York Expo 2025. The video quickly made the rounds on Facebook, X, and on TikTok, with many thinking at first glance that it actually happened. As you can see, so he posted this on YouTube. He posted it on X. He posted it on I guess TikTok. He has a TikTok account, and it just made the rounds throughout. AJ Lee saw this 2 hours after he posted it, and she asked respectfully to take it down. Her exact message being saying, "This is inappropriate and it's harassment. Please delete." That should have been the end of it. But instead of apologizing and removing the video, Chris reposted it multiple times afterwards. So here's where this goes from creepy to criminal. In May 19 of this year, the United States did pass an act called the Take It Down Act, a federal law designed to protect victims from non-consensual intimacy imagery, including realistic AI deepfakes. This act makes a major policy win for First Lady Melania Trump, who championed the Take It Down Act as part of her Revitalize Be Best initiative, which she started during the first term during the Trump administration. Per Politico, the bill passed the House 409-2 earlier this year on April 28th after a unanimous clearing the Senate in February. This act has major points. One, it makes posting non-consensual intimate imagery a federal crime through AI, requiring platforms to remove it within 48 hours when the person requests the content creator to remove it. It imposes fines and a potential prison crime if someone doesn't take it down after that time. It applies even when the content is AI generated. It protects any victims, including celebrities. So online platforms now must have a takedown system similar to the DMCA when it comes to music and videos or protected copyright videos, and can't ignore the removal request puts on. He can't ignore the removal of these requests, so it puts the platforms at risk. So they need to figure out within the next couple months, maybe within the next year, how they should be clearing this up and how they should be taking it down. So key phrase in this law is that content counts as illegal if it's indistinguishable from genuine content to a reasonable person. So the AJ deepfake fits this description. No one can tell reality from fake, so that's why it could lead to criminal repercussions. So instead of the fan listening to AJ's request and taking it down, he doubles down and keeps posting it despite her requests. Chris doubled down. He praises his own video. He reposts it, and even agreeing with another user who calls it flattering. So after AJ posts her request to take it down, another user comes up on X and saying it's flattering. He's clearly a huge fan of yours. Give the kid a break. Support the fans' rights. And he tags AJ Mendez and CM Punk, which I found it interesting. This is where the line between fan and problem becomes painfully clear. So it got very viral to the point that the big event issued a statement and they not hold back. They announced that Chris Hart is now banned from all future big event conventions, banned from all big event shows in general, banned with no appeal. The statement in simplest terms reads, if you use AI or any other manipulation to misinterpret your experience and paint our guests or fans in a negative or compromising way, you all will be banned. One strike, no appeal. We want real experiences, not false narratives that ruin future opportunities. So he's banned for life from big events, and rightfully so. So this becomes a pattern of fan harassment towards women wrestlers. Sadly, AJ Lee is not the first, and she won't be the last. Women wrestlers face harassment at a rate that male wrestlers simply don't. Big examples, and I'm going to pull up a video. First one being Liv Morgan. A stalker broke into her home. She had to get law enforcement involved. And we'll pull up the video to recap this.
Outside the home of a professional wrestler, Liv Morgan. A man with a rifle trying to get inside. This is just wild. Fortunately, she was not home at the time. Investigators say that rifle was actually an air gun.
An air gun, but the air gun looks like a real gun. So how can you tell, especially at night? And her security cameras are black and white, so you can't, it's going to be even harder to determine what's real and fake.
Sean Chan was arrested last month. He's now facing charges in Pasco County. Fox 30.
Pasco County, Florida.
5's Hannah McKenzie's live outside.
And that's it for that. I'm not going to go deep in that video, but they are going hard. Another example is Sonya Deville. This one really hit mainstream because someone attempted to kidnap her at her own home. Police said that Thomas had been planting the alleged crime for 8 months. Sheriff Chad Chronister said Thomas stalked the alleged victim on social media for years. According to Hillsborough County Sheriff Office news release, Thomas entered her home at 2:43 a.m. on a Sunday after the homeowner, which is Sonya Deville, went to bed, and he entered through a back sliding glass door. The release said that Thomas cut a hole in her patio screen earlier in the night and remained there for 3 or 4 hours, watching and listening to what happened inside the home through the windows. Thomas went to Florida from his home in South Carolina. So he traveled from South Carolina to Florida, telling deputies that he planned to take the homeowner hostage, according to the release. And we can pull that video. Hopefully it'll appear.
Prosecutors say hours before Philip Thomas broke into the home of WWE wrestling star Sonya Deville, he sent her countless text messages on social media that got more and more.
There's his text message. You're going to give me what I want. There's no way you can avoid it. Mark my words. I'm going to SummerSlam with you as your boyfriend. I'm going to force you to do what I want. You should not ignore me. You just might see me tonight. That is creepy. I don't even know how you got the numbers.
I'm going to force you to do what I want. I've tried to warn you. When I get my hands on you, I'll make sure you understand what pain you put me through. The messages go on and on. They say Thomas's obsession.
That's crazy.
Turned into anger.
Crazy.
And in August of 2020, he attempted to kidnap the wrestling star.
Yeah, so Sonya Deville is the woman in the black hair. The other one is Mandy Rose.
In this home surveillance video, you see Deville checking the sliding door after her alarm system was triggered.
Yeah.
Then suddenly, she spots Thomas and takes off running. What happens next is chilling. You see Thomas walking through her home. Days later...
Yeah, pretty much. Breaking in. Like
she
nothing.
Told the judge about it. Now, nearly 3 years later, Tampa judge Barbara Twine Thomas was taking a guilty plea from Thomas.
Your lawyer has announced you're prepared to accept a plea agreement.
That's crazy.
Thomas pled guilty to all the charges, including attempted kidnapping, stalking, and armed burglary.
Anyway, so he's pretty much going to jail. So he's gone. That was a big story that happened. This happened back in 2020 during COVID. The next one will be Jade Cargill. So Jade Cargill, this one I experienced last year, and it's a hit or miss whether it's true or not. This is during the signing at Fanatics Fest. Jade Cargill pretty much left halfway through her signing, or not signing, her photo sessions, because fans started groping her inappropriately. And even though she severely asked several times, and even the staff told people before entering the photo to not grope her inappropriately, some fans kept doing it, and she eventually left. Unfortunately, that is what I heard while waiting in line with me and my wife for a Bianca Belair photo. Doesn't she have a wife? Yes, she did. They both were there, but they weren't married at that time. Or I don't think she was there that night for Sonya Deville. So, yeah. So she ended up leaving, and it created chaos that, she left early, she ran out of time. But people, from what I heard and from what other people told me at the event last year, is that people were touching her inappropriately. Whether anyone comes up and say it is, or states it from their end, is not going to happen probably. So I can only say this is allegedly at this point, because it's what I heard through the grapevine. Bianca, being a good friend, went with her to console her, so she left her photo shoot as well. So me and my wife didn't get a chance to take a photo with Bianca Belair during the event. So that's another example of wrestling fans going crazy. Another one that came up of recently this year in June was Roxanne Perez receiving death threats online. Her home address was doxxed by a stalker, counting down days to June 6th. I don't know for what. The account that this person had was literally named "Is Roxanne Perez Dead Yet?" WWE increased security for her immediately, to the point that even Adam Pearce wrote this post saying, "It has been reported. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Thank you to everyone that made me aware." That was crazy. And we can play a video for this one. From PWI Unlimited Fair Use.
Unlimited. And, well, it looks like the last 24 hours or so, if not longer, may have been a little scary for WWE superstar Roxanne Perez, as she is now having to deal with a stalker.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
A Twitter account called "Is Roxanne Perez?"
And that's the Twitter account. It's crazy.
Perez dead yet?
One day
did something very unimaginable and actually doxed her online, leaking her actual home address. They even sent out a tweet stating that it was unfortunate that she was not yet. This got the attention of many online last night, with even Fightful's Sean Ross Sapp stating that he has reported this to WWE Talent Relations, as it is a dangerous.
She's young. She's only in her early 20s, and people are already attacking her.
Since then, the account has been deleted from Twitter. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce also commented on this, stating the following: "It has been reported. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Thank you to everyone that made me aware."
So, crazy. And what other? There's more. There's Rhea Ripley. When fans blocked her car door access when they did the Clash in Paris event back in August, crowding her and aggressively taking photographs. This is when fans go crazy for no reason, and you can check the video out right here. Yeah. Look at that. Fans going crazy as always. It's when they can't distinguish fake from reality, and they think they because she is an entertainer, they need to service them all the time. They wouldn't let her get into her door. That is crazy. These people need to chill. You can't be crazy fans like that. And then she ended up posting after that: "Remember, we are people. Do not swarm me or anyone like a pack of rabid zombies. No one should ever be pushed up against an Uber driver's door and completely mobbed like I just experience. Use common courtesy and humanity. No means no. WTF. It's gotten to the point that a few people online and even wrestlers, male wrestlers, have started doing PSAs, whether it's a simple Instagram post or videos, to say, stop doing this. CM Punk on to record saying, stop touching strangers, please. To even people like Drew McIntyre talking about respecting performers in general, women and men. And I can play that video right after this. But women wrestlers endure harassment both online and in person, and incidents like Chris's AI video only escalates the problem for the future. So let me play. I'll play Drew McIntyre's video in the end. So even this one's hilarious. Even MJF is protecting AJ Lee and does a video. He pretty much he is referencing this guy because when he streams video games, he's playing Dragon Ball Z, and he knows he's being talked about him. So I actually want to play this one because it's actually hilarious. So give me a minute. And here you go.
Wardlow, don't you like Dragon Ball Z? Shocker. That's because he's not a weeboo piece of Kame yourself.
I'm going to replay that because I think it was hilarious.
Wardlow, don't you like Dragon Ball Z? Shocker. That's because he's not a weeboo piece of Kame yourself.
And he's basically addressing this guy. This guy got pissed. And he went on to Twitter saying, Tony Khan man, referring to Tony Khan from AEW, this is discrimination and harassment, and encouraging his fans to harass me, telling me to commit suicide, which I don't know if it happened, but I didn't go deep into Twitter. And if it is, people also need to calm down and not escalate to that level. And leaving me death threats. This is not right, and it tramples all over my civil liberties. His video didn't say to his fandom, go attack this guy. He is just saying F you for being a piece of crap because of the video you did. You did a video on AJ Lee with AI, DCI implications. So yeah, he's going to be pissed. He is a big friend of CM Punk and with association AJ Lee. So expect him to be protective of AJ Lee and her family. So he's going to, of course, speak up. So in conclusion, ironically, after all this, AJ Lee still appeared on WWE Raw at Madison Square Garden the Monday after the convention. She helped set up the current Survivor Series War Games women's match involvement by distracting Becky Lynch during the Women's Intercontinental Championship match against Maxine Dupree. Becky has been spiraling on social media ever since, trying to get the belt back. This situation raises a serious amount of questions. Are wrestling conventions prepare for the era of AI abuse? Should there be mandatory no AI clauses, immediate banning policies, legal awareness for talent, platform enforcing more heavily the 48-hour removal rule? Let me know what you think and what solutions you support in the comments. And before we go, let's play some more videos. Let's play what Drew McIntyre expects from fans when they go to an event.
What's happening, everybody? It's here. I don't know how it's here already, but it's WrestleMania week, the most exciting time of the year, and pro wrestling is on fire. We're in a golden age beyond golden age, and the whole industry is descending on Vegas. The world's descending on Vegas. The eyes of the world are on WWE.
So he posted this a few days before WrestleMania 41 earlier this year.
Yeah, I'm worried about you guys. I'm concerned you're going to
And it's true. I would be afraid too.
Taking it upon myself to put together some do's and don'ts, a little PSA so you can have the best time possible at WrestleMania. So then if you have a bad interaction, a bad experience, you up, then it is totally on you for not listening to Drew McIntyre.
And Drew McIntyre being very sincere and trying to tell you rules to apply to when you go to a big event like WrestleMania?
Start with the dues. Be
Let's do the
respectful
dues.
to any wrestlers you see and each other, but mostly us. It's our busiest work week of the year, and if you see us in a hurry, don't get in our way. We're probably trying to get to an appearance. We could actually see us at the appearance, or maybe we have an hour and we're trying to get to the gym, or something crazy like seeing our family and friends that we never ever.
That's true. In WrestleMania season, especially if you're about to have a big match, usually wrestlers try to get their family or very important people in their life to this event that they may have not seen. Especially Drew McIntyre. He is from Europe, and he doesn't see his other family besides his wife all the time. So them showing up may be a special thing. They set up things to visit, and that goes for other wrestlers. And
especially from another country like myself. So wear deodorant. Please wear deodorant.
This is also a convention issue. I don't understand why some guys can't wear deodorant, like whether it's Comic-Con people or events. Apparently it's in the wrestling community too. You guys got to wear deodorant or shower. Carry a deodorant. They have the travel sizes. I'm sure events will be okay with you carrying it.
Support local indie wrestling. I used to love doing the independent shows around WrestleMania, especially when I was Evolve Champion and I nicknamed WrestleMania Week Wrestling Week because there's so much going on. The atmosphere is incredible.
He left WWE earlier in his career and did the indie scenes, and he grew through it and came back stronger than ever. Same thing goes with Cody Rhodes, Trinity, and so forth. So yes, support your local talent if you can. Support indie promotions.
Support independent wrestling. That's a very short list for dues. Now for love of God, don't.
And also during these WrestleMania or big WWE events or even AEW events, other small promotions are doing events during that time too around their events. So maybe on a Friday they will do an indie show that you guys can check out. It's a very cheap ticket, so you can go there and maybe check out up and coming talent and all that. Or they even do it after, or maybe earlier in the week. They have a lot of events during WrestleMania weekend, especially, that you guys can check out.
Don't hang around the airport with a bunch of merchandise.
Don't hang around the airport. That's
It's bullshit. It's taking the piss. It's taking advantage. It's WrestleMania. There's plenty of signings and photo ops you can go along to. We're just trying to get our stuff. Say hi to a few people. Mm-hmm. Say thank you for coming to Mania, and go to the hotel to begin the biggest week of the year. Speaking of,
don't bother them when they're in the airport. Some of them are in a rush to their Nets plane. The fact that some of these fans are coming with big boards of Funko Pops flattened covers so you can sign each one is very disrespectful. Some wrestling talent will sign it if it's like yours, like you bring one, especially if you're a kid. If you're a kid and you have one, and they'll sign it. They have no problem with that. But when you come with a board of 20 of the same Funko Pop covers, they know what you're doing. They're not stupid. They know you're going to sell them all, put it on eBay, and do all that. You're taking advantage of them. And this is why the Fanatics experience or even signing at cons have become so expensive, because of this bad behavior from these people. So you guys need to stop harassing them. They're tired. They usually, especially when it's after a show, they're tired. They just want to go home and see their families. Let them be. If they're willing to talk to you, they will.
The hotel. Stay away from the hotel.
Why people are going to people's hotels? That's creepy as fuck.
It's our house for the week. It's our home for the week. We have our family and friends there. Some of the superstars have kids. Respect personal space. Would you like someone coming into your house, shoving a camera in your face and your kid's face? Think of it that way, and don't interrupt.
I don't know why. I don't know why people go to people's hotels. I don't even know how you find that out. That's creepy. If you want to wait for them at the arena, I guess. But going to their hotel, like you said, it's just your personal home for that weekend. You might be bringing family. If you're like a parent wrestler, like Asuka, Cody Rhodes, and so on, you probably bring in your wife, your kids. That's safe space for them. You got to give them respect.
People, if they're in the middle of a conversation with their friends or family, or linger being weird. Again, there's plenty of chances to meet people during the week. And if you see a superstar in the wild, like on the street or the gym or a restaurant, maybe there'll be an opportunity to say what's up, take a quick photo, don't ask for merch to be signed, and once again, not the shoot names, real names, government names. Don't call
don't call them about their real names unless they use it on purpose.
I'm called Drew, so I'm pretty much screwed. This is more to do with...
Yeah, this like for people like Asuka.
The girls. It's very
Yeah, the
creepy.
girls.
Don't do it. There we go.
Charlotte.
Don't do that stuff.
Well, Charlotte's real name is Charlotte Flair. But like people like Io Sky. Io Sky is obviously not her real name. Don't use her government name in public, even though it is public knowledge. Just be respectful. Go by their stage name. Trinity. She goes by Trinity Fatu when she was out of WWE, but I guess now you should call her Naomi because she's Naomi. Mercedes Monet, that's not her real name. Her Mercedes is her real first name, but Monet is not her real name.
Talk of your experience.
Yeah.
Everybody attending Mania, get together, talk about the thing we love, and brought us together, professional wrestling and WrestleMania. It's
Make
going
it
to
a
be the
fun
biggest
experience,
one yet.
guys.
And I guarantee Drew McIntyre is going to steal the weekend. So thanks for listening. I hope everybody actually listened and didn't just hear me. Listen. Cheers. What's happening, everybody?
Let me pause that there. So yeah, like guys, follow some simple rules. Otherwise, you ruin the experience for everyone. So anyway, this has been the Tea Drop, where we spill the truth and call out the nonsense. If you liked what you saw, please like the video, subscribe to a breakdown, and be respectful to talent, respect the boundary, and don't do stupid stuff. And if you do, remember,
Kame, go yourself.